You are 20 messages into a conversation with ChatGPT. At the start, you gave it your full context, your project details, your writing style, your constraints. And then somewhere around message 15, it starts giving you generic answers. It ignores something you told it earlier. It repeats a mistake you already corrected. It acts like the beginning of the conversation never happened. You did not change anything. The model did not crash. So what went wrong? The answer comes down to two things: tokens and context windows. Once you understand both, this behavior will make complete sense, and you will know exactly how to work around it. Welcome to Notebook Learnings, where we open up the notebook and make AI make sense, one concept at a time. Before we can talk about context windows, we need to understand tokens, because tokens are the unit of measurement for everything a language model reads and writes. A token is not exactly a word. It is a chunk of text, and the size of that chunk depends on how common the text is. Very common words like the or is are usually a single token each. Longer or less common words get split into multiple tokens. The word tokenization, for example, is 3 tokens: tokenization, and the space before it. Numbers, punctuation, and spaces all count as tokens too. As a rough rule of thumb, 100 tokens is approximately 75 words, or about half a page of plain text. This matters because the model does not count words, it counts tokens. Every limit you will ever see described for a language model is expressed in tokens, not words. Now here is the critical concept. A language model does not have memory the way a human does. It cannot remember a conversation from last week, or even from 10 minutes ago in a separate chat. What it has instead is a context window, a fixed-size block of tokens that it can see at any one moment. Think of it like a spotlight on a long piece of paper. The spotlight can only illuminate a certain number of words at a time. Whatever falls inside that spotlight, the model can read and use. Whatever falls outside it, the model cannot see at all. It does not exist as far as the model is concerned. Every time you send a message, your entire conversation, every message you sent and every reply ChatGPT gave, gets loaded into that spotlight. As long as the full conversation fits inside the context window, the model can reference everything. The moment it grows too long to fit, the earliest parts start falling off the edge. Context window sizes have grown dramatically over the last few years. Early versions of GPT had a context window of around 4,000 tokens, roughly 3,000 words, or about 6 pages of text. That filled up very quickly in a long conversation. More recent models are far larger. GPT-4 Turbo supports up to 128,000 tokens. Gemini 1.5 Pro goes up to 1 million tokens. Anthropic's Claude models support up to 200,000 tokens. To put that in perspective, 200,000 tokens is roughly the length of a full novel. So why does forgetting still happen if context windows are so large? 2 reasons. First, not all users have access to the largest models. The default ChatGPT experience uses a smaller window than the maximum available. Second, and more importantly, a larger context window does not mean the model uses all of it equally well. Research has shown that models pay more attention to content at the very beginning and very end of the context, and tend to underweight information buried deep in the middle. This is sometimes called the lost in the middle problem. Here is the design decision that surprises most people when they first learn it. By default, ChatGPT has no memory between separate conversations. When you close one chat and open a new one, the model starts completely fresh. It has no idea who you are, what you discussed yesterday, or what preferences you have shared in the past. Every new conversation begins at zero. The context window only exists for the duration of a single conversation. Once that window closes, everything in it is gone. OpenAI has added an optional memory feature to ChatGPT that can store certain facts across conversations, but this is a layer built on top of the model. The model itself still has no persistent memory. It is working entirely from what is in the current context window. Understanding this distinction is important because it changes how you approach every conversation. You cannot assume the model remembers you. You have to tell it what it needs to know, every time. Now that you understand the constraint, here is how to work with it intelligently. The first technique is to front-load your context. Put the most important information at the very beginning of the conversation: your role, your goal, your constraints, your format preferences. Because models attend most strongly to the start of the context window, anything you place there has the highest chance of staying influential throughout the conversation. The second technique is to summarize periodically. In a long conversation, paste in a short summary of what has been decided so far before asking your next question. This keeps the most relevant information near the end of the context, the other zone the model pays close attention to. The third technique is to use fresh conversations intentionally. Instead of one enormous conversation that fills up the window, break your work into focused sessions. Start a new chat for each distinct task, and open it with a brief context paragraph. This keeps every session within a manageable window size and prevents the early parts from dropping off. Here is a mental model shift that ties everything together. Most people think of ChatGPT as a conversation partner, someone who accumulates shared history over time and builds on it the way a human colleague would. That model is wrong, and it leads to frustration. The accurate mental model is this: ChatGPT is a very powerful document reader. Every time you send a message, the entire conversation is assembled into a single document and handed to the model fresh. It reads that document from scratch, generates a reply, and the document grows by one exchange. There is no continuity, no accumulated understanding, no relationship, only the current document. Once you see it this way, everything makes sense. The model is only as good as the document you hand it. A long, cluttered, contradictory conversation produces a long, cluttered document full of noise. A focused, well-structured conversation produces a clean document the model can reason over effectively. You are not having a conversation. You are authoring a document in real time. Let us make this concrete with a short code demonstration. We will use the TikTok library, the same tokenizer OpenAI uses internally for their models, to count tokens in real text. This lets us see exactly how a sentence breaks into tokens, check whether a piece of text fits inside a given context window, and understand precisely why longer conversations start to run into limits. We will also simulate what happens when a context window fills up, showing exactly which messages would be dropped first. This is the same logic that runs inside ChatGPT every time you send a message. We installed TikTok with a single pip command. This is a fast, lightweight library, no model weights are downloaded. It only installs the tokenizer rules used by OpenAI models like GPT 3.5 and GPT 4. We load the tokenizer for GPT 4 and tokenize a few example sentences. Notice how the token count is always higher than the word count, because spaces, punctuation, and word fragments each consume tokens. This is exactly how OpenAI measures your conversation before passing it to the model. Now, we simulate context overflow. We define a small conversation and a tight context window limit, just like a real model would have. We count the tokens in each message, then fill the window from the most recent message backwards. Any messages that do not fit are dropped. This is precisely the logic ChatGPT applies when your conversation grows too long. The oldest messages fall off first, which is exactly why it seems to forget the beginning. Before we go to the summary, a quick request. If this video helped you understand something that was confusing before, please hit the like button. It tells YouTube this content is worth showing to more people, and that directly helps this channel grow. If you want to see the rest of this series, we are going deep on how transformers work, how attention works, and how to build real Gen AI applications from scratch. Subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss any of it. And one more thing, drop a comment below and tell me which part clicked for you today. Was it the token explanation? The context window demo? The document reader mental model? I read every single comment, and your feedback shapes what I cover next. See you in the summary. Let us land everything we covered. A token is a chunk of text, roughly 3/4 of a word on average, and it is a unit every language model uses to measure what it reads and writes. A context window is the fixed number of tokens the model can see at any one time. Everything inside the window the model can use. Everything outside it the model cannot access at all. ChatGPT has no persistent memory between separate conversations. Each new chat starts with an empty window. And even within a single conversation, once the exchange grows long enough to overflow the window, the oldest messages get dropped first. The model is not malfunctioning when this happens. It is working exactly as designed. To work well with these limits, put critical context at the start of your conversation, summarize key decisions periodically to keep them near the end of the window, and use focused fresh conversations instead of one enormous session. Think of every conversation as a document you are authoring. The better you write that document, the better the model reasons over it. In the next video, we will cover embeddings, how the model converts every token into a number, and how those numbers capture actual meaning. That is the missing piece between tokens and attention, and it is one of the most elegant ideas in all of AI.